Oh,
Take
yes.
her away.
I guess I am first tonight, aren't I?
You are.
All right, let me bring this up. I'm not used to that. Let me make sure that everything is on silent. Okay, Facebook is gone. Okay. Sean, I can hear you typing.
Uh-oh.
All right, so tonight is June 3rd. It's the beginning of a new month. So everything is set back to zero. We have a clean slate. Lots of goal setting probably going on for June and the rest of this year, which Lee is going to get into for us tonight on goal setting. But what I want to talk to you about first is our recognition. Sean and I are so excited for Team Inspiration for all the success that we had in May. We were messaging back and forth every single day, especially when it came down to the last couple days and the last day of the month about our coaches that were hitting their Success Club goals for May, and those who were pushing so hard and working so hard, and how proud we were for all of you with all of the success that you had, no matter any obstacles that came in your way. You guys proved to yourselves that you can do it. So for Success Club earners, we have Sam, Stephanie, Lacey, Kylie, Letitia, Sarah, Melissa, Lee, Cassidy, Jen, Karen, Ashley, Kelly, Erin, Kaylee, Katie, and
Mahala.
I can't talk tonight. Sorry, guys. So I messaged Sean after creating this graphic for you guys tonight, and I just said, can you believe how much this has changed for us over the last year? A year ago, I don't really think we even had a banner like this made because we didn't really have a team of coaches that were pushing for Success Club yet. And we have learned so much over the last year and a half that now we have this team of coaches that every month set goals for themselves to reach Success Club, to push for Success Club, to help change the lives of those people around them with their nutrition and their fitness. And we're seeing this number grow with everybody that is really changing the lives of those around them. We also had some team builders that were adding coaches in May. So we had Melissa, Stephanie, Cassidy, Erin, Lee, Karen, and Katie all rocking it in May by building their team of coaches who are also going to be adding some life changers into the groups. So congratulations, everybody. We're so proud of you and all of your hard work and dedication. It's showing. You're proving to yourselves and to us that that dedication and consistency really does pay off when you apply all of the information that we have taught to you in all of the coach trainings. So congratulations.
Okay, you guys, you can hear me, right, Annie?
Yes.
Okay, so we just wanted to go over really quickly the May specials. I'm sure everybody knows them at this point. I know I post them in my team page, and I'm sure Annie has too. But they are live. You have the 21-day fix and the 21-day fix extreme challenge packs are both $140. So this is an awesome deal. I'll talk to you in a minute about a great way to talk to people about this. And then the 21-day fix and 21-day fix extreme kickstart challenge packs, which are both $180. That includes the program, a 3-day refresh to kind of give them that kickstart, and then a month's worth of Shakeology. So talking about the May specials, I just want to talk to you guys about a couple different ways that I think are effective ways to share about any specials that are going on, but especially when you have something like the 21-day fix, which I really believe is a program that's for pretty much everyone. Unless they really, really hate portion control or hate shorter workouts, or, you know, there's 21-day fix or 21-day fix extreme, I feel like is a good program for all different fitness levels. So one of the ways I'm sure some of you guys have already started to see about sharing about this, one great way is to show before and afters. It's really awesome to show people, and we have a lot of people between our two teams who have done the 21-day fix and had great results. So make sure to share your result pictures on your team pages so that you can get those out there for people to see. I think it's nice for people to see people who've done it in your challenge groups, you personally sharing your results, sharing what you liked about it. So don't just pop your before and after picture up and say, you know, I love the 21-day fix. Would you like to buy it, and a price? You want to be sharing about what's so great about the program, what you loved about it, what it includes, and then you know, having your before and after there to kind of grab the attention of people. But you want to share your own personal stories with it. You don't want to be a salesperson. You want to make sure you're sharing. If you haven't done it, like I said, share another coach's pictures. I have 21-day fix result pictures from me and my husband. Anyone is welcome to use them. So if you want them, let me know. They're in my team page too. But yeah, before and afters are great. Another thing to kind of share is that they basically can get Shakeology and then get the program for $10. So I think that's a really great way to kind of talk to people about it, is don't ever devalue Shakeology. Shakeology never goes on sale is the way I look at it. It's $130 a month. After they buy it the first month, you always want them to be aware of that cost. So don't ever make it seem like the Shakeology is on sale. Make it so the program's on sale. So you're saying it's $130 for the Shakeology, and then for $10 they're getting the workout program. This is crazy. This is a great way to share with people. I got a lot of interested people last night when I did a graphic like that, and even people who just start asking about it. It starts conversation. So even if they decide not to buy it right now, I can note them in my business activity tracker as someone to follow up with in the future about 21-day fix. With the Kickstart Challenge packs, what I always do is if somebody is interested in getting the 21-day fix or the 3-day refresh, I always talk to them about upgrading to the $180 challenge pack, because let's be completely honest, to get for $180 both Shakeology, the 21-day fix, and the 3-day refresh is a crazy deal, because you're spending $50 extra off of the Shakeology to get both the 3-day refresh and the 21-day fix. So you're getting both of those for less of the cost of just one. So kind of like vision that in your head when you're talking to people about it. But I really think you just need to get out there and be sharing about it. If people aren't interested in the 21-day fix, don't push that on them. But at the same time, it's such a great deal and such a great program. You guys just need to get out there and be sharing it. One other thing is just to do a worded post and just be like, if I gave you a workout plan with short and effective workouts that had an easy portion control, nutrition plan to follow, would you be interested? Something like that. That's, you know, a question, kind of asking if they're interested in having that type of plan, and then say, if you know, would you be interested? And then people will comment. A lot of them will be like, yes. And those are perfect people to message and start talking to them about the 21-day fix. So I just want to kind of put some things in your guys' head, because I know sometimes people are a little confused about how to share about the May specials without being salesy all the time. So there's kind of a salesy way and then some other non-salesy ways to share about it. And then the other part was just coming soon. Another awesome thing is the new Fixate 101 recipe book is coming out. They announced it on the National Wake Up Call. Autumn released, I think, 5 recipes. I shared it on my accountability group, and I messaged it out to all of my 21-day fix people, because I really want them to get this recipe book. This could be really huge. I think it's coming out around when Summit is in July, and then so you definitely want to be sharing about that. Like, even go to Autumn's Facebook page and find that link and share it on your Facebook page, your like page. Share one of the recipes. Try one of the recipes and post a picture with your review of what you thought. Just get out there. Just because it's not coming out till next month, you don't want to sit on it. And then the last thing is size, and it's the same thing. If you have on demand, you better be doing that workout, because it's free this month. There's a free workout, and it's super fun. You better be doing it, and record yourself. I know it's so scary, but record yourself doing part of it. Have fun with it and share it with people, or share a picture of you doing it if you're not comfortable doing a video. But get it out there about size and start creating a list of people that you can contact in July when it comes out at Summit. Size is going to be huge. I personally think it is. I think a lot of people are going to want to get it, and I have a lot of interest, but I think you need to still be out there talking about it so that people are excited, and it's like this big momentum. That's what we did with PIO last year. So that's it. And then I think, okay, so Lee is up. I just want to introduce Lee. Lee was my first coach back in October 2013. I think I got that date right. 2013. Oh my gosh. she jumped in with me. She is amazing. She fell in love with Shakeology. She's been working on her health and fitness this whole time and is now pregnant to have a little baby. And in October, it's like no, what?
November, mid-November.
Shoot, it would have been like a Beachbody anniversary baby. But she has been she's been a coach. She's an Emerald coach, and she's starting to work the business a little bit more. She's always kind of just done it on the side. She had a very crazy live-on-campus job as a resident life, I don't know director, I guess is what you'd call it, rightly. But she has done a lot in her own personal job. She's done a lot on goal setting, and so she had volunteered. Goal setting is something I really struggle with, to do a training, and I was like, yes, please. So she's gonna take us through it tonight and share some information with us. So we'll take our screen share down and mute ourselves and let you go, Lee. Okay?
Okay, let me pull it up. Hopefully it works.
It's always that technical piece.
Okay, is it up?
It is, and then I think I can click present to everyone for you, and it's going to go up on the main screen.
Perfect.
And we will mute ourselves.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for coming in, listening to me talk about goal setting. This is actually a presentation that I've now done a couple of times for my students. So a lot of the time when you're working with college students, they are the worst at goal setting, and so this is what I present to them when I can. So I just presented recently. This is one of my favorite quotes, because I think it kind of really lies into why we do goal setting and why we want to succeed, is because we want to make ourselves proud in what we're doing, and what proud of, like, when we think about our lives, like, are we proud with what we've done so far? So I really love this quote that I found. Why do we set goals? And Sean was talking about just before the call started about her notebook that said, like, I want you to do this. I have the dreams. The only thing you can do is, like, dream. And I like this quote too. Is like, a goal without a plan is just a wish. Like, you can have all these really big dreams, like on your Oprah dream board, but if you don't plan for them and you don't set goals, you're never going to reach them. It's like you can reach the moon but you have to make sure you find a way to get there to do it. So it's a good quote that I love. It doesn't love quotes. So, where do most people start something is because if their plan doesn't work, they maybe don't change the plan, but never change your goals. Keep your goals set. Make sure you know how to change your goal, your plan. So I call it the struggle bus. Like, where do most people struggle? A lot of the times is that there's no one to keep you accountable. I love that Annie and Sean work together as a team and talk to each other about their goals and how are they going to reach them and how they're keeping them on track. So having that person who's your accountability buddy to help you kind of check in. I know at times when we do the big national champions and we do other kind of Beachbody team things, we all will get Beachbody partners, and sometimes they work out really well and sometimes they don't. But it's great to find someone who you can have those honest conversations with from your team, or maybe it's another coach that you know who's not on our team that you can set those goals with, and maybe it's your partner, like your actual husband or wife or significant other. You can have that. You're not ready to take the risk, and I am probably the biggest person on this, and Sean knows this, is that I do struggle at times to take the risk, and I think Annie and Sean for presenting to the Back to Basics, the Big Girl Basics group about this, is that you have to get outside your comfort zone. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't try posting to your personal page at least once. This was a great example. That's how I got to Success Club. I was sitting at 0, really pushing up what I was doing on my wellness page, and I just posted on Sunday night the deals for the May deals for Beachbody, and someone messaged me. I would have never done that if I had just if I had stayed in my comfort zone and not done it. But doing that and taking the risk and saying, okay, these are my goals and how am I going to reach them? And if it's going to be uncomfortable, we have to get comfortable in the uncomfortable. And then not staying on track. We have so many other things going on in our lives, like kids and significant others and buying houses and other jobs, that things can get in the way of our tracking and staying on our goals, but making sure that you do plan your time out with power hours or planning your week out to make sure that you're staying on track with those goals and using those kinds of things. I'm sure. So one of the ways that I plan my goals is I make them SMART goals. They're specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely. You could say I'm going to make $1 million, but if you don't know how to plan that out, you're not going to make $1 million. So you need to specifically know what you want to accomplish and really be specific on that. And I'll show a little bit more detail on how I use that in another graph that I found and I love to use. Measurable, how will you know that you met your goal? Are you like $1 million? I'm going to make $1 million. Make sure that your goal isn't too far from each or another. So it's achievable, that you can do it. It's relevant to what you're wanting to do and what in your life inspires you, and that you have a time set. SMART goals are what we use a lot in my profession. A very touchy-feely area, but I think they're really great for people. And I can put these graphs on the team pages later on if people want, so they can have these. John's like, yes, I'd like this. But this is great because it helps. Like, I found this, like, teachers use it, everyone uses it, it's great. This is how I do my self-evaluations for myself at work, and so using this is very helpful for me too. So the next thing I'm going to show is the pyramid of goal setting, and I love this, and I hope it fits. Yes, it does. I like to start, you have your long-term goal on the top, and if you break it down, you can make monthly goals. So let's say your long-term goal is 6 months. You want to do something in 6 months. You want to reach diamond in 6 months. Well, then you need to break it down into monthly goals that you can assess to then reach that. By doing it weekly, you can break down even into smaller. Then you have your daily goals, so it's something that you do every day. And then the immediate goals, things that you can check off your list immediately to get you started. Because, like, think about it. We all love 3-day refresh because we lose weight immensely and we see those results. It's kind of like the immediate goals are your 3-day refresh to get you going into your daily, weekly, monthly, and long-term goals. So I did a sample. It's one of my own goals. One of my goals is to have extra money for a home and our baby. We're buying a house, right? We're in the process of hopefully buying this house. And I want to be able to put more money with my Beachbody to pay for at least half our mortgage and payments, and put stuff away for our baby for college and that kind of thing. So important. So that's my long-term goal. My monthly goal is to hit Success Club 5. I've always been really close, and I think me consistently reaching Success Club 5 will help me reach my long-term goals. And so from there, I put in my monthly too is like having one month challenge group, a long one, and then 1 to 2 7-day challenge groups. And from there, it's what am I doing weekly? I'm touching base with my challengers, advertising my groups, advertising Beachbody sales, where I'm going to advertise it once in the beginning of the month and once at the end. Posting, and then my daily goals are posting to my personal wellness page, reaching out to 3 to 5 people, and being a product of the product. All things we do in the basics groups, we do in the Dash to Diamond or Dash to Emerald. And then the immediate goals for me is like setting up my power hour schedule. What is my week going to look at? What are my workouts? What are my meals? So I have my week planned out. I have, what am I going to do during those times in my power hour schedule? So like, I had a to-do list on Monday. I didn't get it done because I was very sick, but I then was able to say, okay, on Tuesday I'm going to do this, Wednesday I'm going to do this, Thursday. And so as these build up, you can able to get into it's easier to do your larger and hit your larger goals. I think what I talked about, what leads to success is having that accountability. Someone that you can touch base with, and then maybe even touch base with yourself, and like looking back on your goals, writing them down is so important. You can say, oh, here are my goals, but I haven't written them down, and they're not really goals. You can check in, like doing a quick check-in. If it's every week, you check in and you look at your little pyramid that you've made. Okay, have I hit my weekly goals? Am I in process to reach my monthly goals? Have I done my daily goals? Because if you don't do your daily goals, you're not going to hit your weekly goals. And then reevaluating and checking, is this, like we said, is this something that is relevant to what I want to do? I don't want to set new goals. Have I hit this goal and I'm ready to go to something else? Some tools to stay on track. We all have our things that we like to use to stay on track. I like calendar reminders and to-do lists. I'm a big to-do list person. I'm that personality type who has all of these things. So if it's a planner and you have a calendar that you can write everything down in, you can go buy a really nice planner, or you can buy one for $1 at Walgreens. I think that's where I bought mine, and I love it. It's just a simple month-off calendar. To-do list, like you have a little to-do list. I got the idea from Annie about the calendar reminders that she sets on her phone. Just here's your like quick little set. Oh, I need to make sure I touch base, or I was going to do this today. I was going to put this post on my page. And then making sure that you're staying up to date with your your bat, and making sure that everything's up to date. You're staying on track with it, because if you're not, then you're like, who did I talk to today? I know I talked to 10 people. I don't remember who they are. So. And then I like this last quote is all I have. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal broken down into steps becomes a plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. I think that's so true to everything that I presented on, and talking about what are your biggest dreams, breaking them down and making them into action plans. When I work with my college students, a lot of the times with the students I supervise, it's like, okay, what's your action plan to do better in your class? What is the plan that you've got set to get this event done? Because they have all these like big ideas they want to do, and then they don't know how to plan for them. So we talk about it and breaking it down into an action plan. So if you feel comfortable in your action plan, you won't feel as uncomfortable going out and trying something new, because you've got your action plan set and you know that you're going to have to make yourself uncomfortable. So that's all I have. Are there any questions from people?
There's a bit of a time delay.
That's fine. We'll wait a minute.
Well, I have questions.
And I talk fast, yeah.
I have questions. So, and I don't know if Annie has any questions too, but one of the ones I was going to ask you is, how often, in your opinion, do you think people should be reevaluating their goals? Every month? Every couple weeks? Like, is there like a general timeline that you think is a good time? And especially you considering Beachbody World, do you think it makes sense to reevaluate every month what your long-term goal is, or?
I think that's dependent on how many Beachbody goals you have.
Okay.
Like, you could have multiple different things going on that you want to go on in your Beachbody business. So you might just be focused in on only hitting Success Club 5 and be fine at Emerald for a while. Maybe that's all you can give to it, but you're wanting to do Success Club 10 and hitting Emerald or hitting Diamond. I think those are two different. They connect in goals, but at the same time, they're also separate. They're different things about how you're building your team, because you can have tons of inactive coaches. But you also need them to help work your teams to get to Emerald yourself. So I think it's really dependent on how you want to. Like I would probably do monthly, and other people need to check weekly, because that's the kind of, they like to micromanage themselves a little bit, because they know they're that type of personality where they will set a goal and not go back to it, but they can say that accountability to themselves. Some people are monthly, some people it's every 6 months. It's what you feel comfortable doing.
Just see if there's any questions.
I will say I got that pyramid from Jillian Michaels, and I love it. I use it for everything. She used it in a way to show how to like plan your weight loss goals. I thought that was like so perfect. So I borrowed it from her.
No, this was
red book.
This was super helpful, Lee, because I'll be completely honest, when I do getting started rate calls and I set goals, this is easy now for me to do, because I'll just do SMART with people, which sounds, you know what I mean? Basically, let's set some specific goals. How are we going to measure it? Is it achievable?
Yeah.
Is really.
And I think the pyramid helps too when you like have that larger goal and you kind of like, how do I get there? You know, we say it's only helping 3 people, but how does that break down even further? You can help 3 people and never sell a challenge pack. You can help, you're able to do those things without selling anything. I mean, we have tons of people in our accountability groups who aren't customers yet, but they like that help.
Right.
So I think there's that piece too. It's like, okay, we talk about it, but let's break it down even more.
Okay. Annie, do you have any questions?
No, I think it's all great information. I was just reading over. I think I wrote down every single slide that you posted.
Yes, me too.
And I just love even like with the struggles, like not staying on track being a struggle, because I feel especially for us as coaches, being on social media all the time, it's so easy to get distracted by the shining, flying objects and the dings going off all the time and our cell phones going off with notifications. And it's really important to just try to turn off everything and put on the blinders and just focus on those goals. So, like you said, Lee, if you have them written down and right in front of you, it's much easier to stay focused doing what you're doing in that moment versus getting off track.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's how you schedule yourself, too. Like, I can't do everything. Like, I just can't focus in an hour. And especially, so I know my power hour is broken up into, like, smaller sections where I might do my workout. Like, today I did my workout with a walk, but I listened to an hour of Shaun T. But then I went back and I knew that I needed to work on the presentation. Like, you can break up your power hour and depending on how you want, especially if a lot of what you're working on is stuff with social media. You can totally get distracted if you're doing your posts and planning your posts by Facebook because you're on Facebook.
Right. I have a question from Brittany, who's a newer coach on the team. She is asking, she's asking if you can break down a little bit more the difference between the daily goals and then immediate goals. Just like maybe expand a little bit on how they're different.
I think that one of the best ways I saw it was in that Jillian Michaels presentation of it, is that she had like the weight loss. Okay, what is your immediate, what can you get done right now? So she was like buying a water bottle, buying a pedometer, like really simple things like
making a to-do list.
Cleaning out your refrigerator. Like, those are immediate goals that kind of get you set. Like, you got your basic needs done. And then the daily goals are kind of a little bit bigger. Like, this is what I'm going to do every day. Every day I'm going to work out for 30 minutes. I'm going to follow the food plan for the program that I'm doing. I'm going to talk to the 3 to 5 people, or 10 people, or 15 people, depending on where you are within the Beachbody, you're planning for your Beachbody business. So they're a little bit more bigger goals than just like the immediate goals that you've got done, like you bought the program. Like, that's kind of what the immediate goal would be comparatively to what your daily goal.
Signing up to coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like those immediate.
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah, first one is sign up to coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do those immediate things to get going, and then there's, I guess my other thing, and let me see if there's any more questions. And Brittany, I hope that was helpful.
Like setting up your back office, or like the
Jenny is asking if all of these slides could somehow get put into the team document files. She said she would love to see that because she loved it. So.
Yep, I will put it there.
And I don't know if Annie had any questions yet.
I don't yet.
Okay. The last thing I was going to say is, do you think it would be helpful? I used to do this on the team page, and you being this goal person, and I'm asking the team who's listening, maybe Annie does this on our team page, to do a nightly check-in again, where we're checking in like we did in the Girl Boss training, where we're checking in every single night because I did that for a while and then I didn't do it. Do you think that helps? Because you were saying it's nice to have someone to be accountable to, and for those people that don't have a success partner like me and Annie have right now that they've connected with, do you think checking into a group is accountability enough, or do you think it's that's too broad?
I was actually thinking about this too, because like now I miss doing the Girl Basics like check-in, and we don't have it for the Emerald, and so it's a little bit. And yes, I still, even though I'm Emerald, I do all the fun basics groups because it helps me stay accountable. So I recommend it to even like our higher up coaches. I know Erin does it too. But you know, why not go back and refresh yourself on basics? Why not refresh yourself in like wanting to become Emerald, even though you are Emerald? Because those help later on. It just helps me refocus all the time.
I feel like that nightly check-in helps me.
Yeah, it helps me, like, oh, what did I miss today? But I don't know if, like, everyone in our group would want that, or they, like, if they were ready. I think it would have to be something that maybe the group would want to, like, maybe take a vote. I think it would be great.
Everyone who's listening, comment on the question thing and let me know if you think that would be helpful to have a nightly check-in. I don't know if Annie already does it in her group, but to just to check in on your 3 vital behaviors, and then if you're posting to social media. So it would just basically be a check-in in the group.
I used to do it.
Do you do it?
I don't do it anymore. I haven't been doing it probably for the last few months.
Your team is bigger now, though, and so is mine. Maybe it'll get more action.
I wonder if we made, like, if there was like a team of like super active coaches with like Annie and Sean's that we could put together, like that
Just the daily
really
check-in.
wanted just a daily check-in, and maybe like that would be a great place for us to post those kinds of things. Like if there was something new that we figured out or we tried.
Right. Yeah, it's a good idea.
Because I only add my active coaches, but I know a lot of people put their inactive coaches in our group just so that they can see it. So I don't want to like overwhelm those people who are like, I just want to do Shakeology for 25% off.
Let me see. Ashley commented quick. 1 second. Let me see if it was a question or if she's just saying, great job, Ashley said. Ashley said, great job on goal setting, Lee.
Oh, thanks.
You're getting
pregnant ladies got to stick together.
Yeah. Oh, should we make a team period, or is that overreaching, Brittany said? Does it make sense to have like a team goal pyramid? Like as a team?
Tense. I think that's hard because each of us, like I know I have busy months. Like May is like I'm surprised I had 2 points because May are my awful months, and so is August and half of July, and so I don't want people to feel like they have to feel that pressure of feeling like you have. And it's not. It's as Carl says. It's we're a helping organization. We're helping people. We're not like the other marketing companies out there because we're helping. And he says that in the call on Monday. So I recommend listening to at least his part, because he talks about that, and I think that I always worry about like that pressure of you set your own goals, we don't set your team goals. Like we just support you as a team.
Where I could see a team one is if it was based off of, I know sometimes the leaders will do like a lead person, like who my goals are. Brittany did ask if it was overreaching, and she said, haha, I love your faces. So she's being very, I love it. Good job, Brittany.
Lee, I have a question that I thought of. Do you think it is a good idea for members of the team who are wanting to actively work the business to share their goals on the team pages?
I think that'd be great. I think that shows too, like we're all at different levels with our goals. Like I said, I'll be honest, I've been Emerald for, a year now? I don't even remember. And I have, like, my now 3 coaches, and one is my husband. My goal is to hit Success Club 5. Erin has higher goals, and she's fantastic, and, like, she's someone I think is awesome. Like, we all have our different goals, and I think that's good for even, like, new coaches to see, okay, I don't need to immediately hit Success Club 5. Yes, it helps my business, but I don't have to feel that, like, overwhelming reach of it and saying, oh, look, there's one coach that's just their goal, and they've been a coach for 2 years now. Because we hear on the team calls, like, oh, there's Anita, and she's been a coach for 2 years, and she's now in Paris on the Elite 10 trip. We're like, I don't know if I could ever be that. Like, those are overwhelmingly, like, those are great success stories, but I think to see, like, everyday other coach goals, I think would be awesome.
It's so funny Annie asked that question because one of my action steps from this call was post monthly goals at the beginning of every single month from the team. This is why we're success partners.
I've been doing it the last couple of months, and my team did it this month too. I had so many people this month. I mean, yes, part of it was the daily photo thing that we're doing. But
that's true. We did that too.
I can honestly say that this was the first month ever that so many people participated in the goal setting, and almost every person said if they weren't at Emerald, they wanted to reach Emerald, and they wanted Success Club 5 or higher. So it was really awesome because for me, as their leader, I'm able to then see what their goals are for this month so I can help them achieve them. I'm not just wondering, well, do they want it or do they don't, or what are their goals? I know what their goals are, and I can check in with them as their coach to help support them. Mm-hmm. That was very helpful.
Well, guess what I'm posting tomorrow? Dude, you're supposed to help me with these ideas. I help you with graphics. You're supposed to help me with these ideas.
You guys had an error in your graphic. It is June and not May for the specials.
It says May specials.
Yeah, it's June.
Did I write May?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Where?
It's so funny. the specials were for the month.
I still think it's May.
It is June 3rd.
been saying it for days.
We are
Okay,
3 days into the month.
I don't think we have any more questions, so I am going to
Sean
shut
already
down.
has 10 Success Club points. Like, we have to stay on top of it.
I don't like to, like, freak my team out. Okay, goodbye, everyone. Have a good day.